Music has transformed dramatically in the way that it's created, how it's listened to, and how it's sold through the introduction of technology. One example of how software has changed the way music is composed is Music Mouse, which came out in the early 70s. This software, created by Laurie Spiegel, was one of the first software to turn the computer itself into a musical instrument. The creation of the Musical Instrument Digital Interface Protocol, MIDI, allowed for electronic instruments and other digital music tools to communicate with each other. This eventually led to the creation of new kinds of instruments, such as synthesizers. The introduction of synthesizers as well as other digital tools in the music industry has definitely changed the way that music is made. The use of evolutionary algorithms and mnemonics has played a big role in the success of artificially intelligent computer clusters, such as Llamas and his predecessor Mnemonics 109, and more current events. Llamas and Mnemonics 109 are capable of doing much more than just guiding a musician like older software. Their AIs are capable of using complex evolutionary algorithms to compose music from the bottom up, from a wide range of musical genres. The difference is almost indiscernible. As technology has changed the way that music is made, technology has also changed the way that music is listened to. Currently, Pandora and Spotify are the two leading streaming applications used by listeners today. According to PBS NewsHour, what consumers don't know is that every time an artist's song is being streamed, only a tiny fraction of a cent is being paid out to the record company, and is then divided between the songwriters, publishers, and performers. Rosanne Cash, who has made a living off of her musical career her entire life from her 11 top of the chart country albums, as well as 3 Grammy nominations in her most recent album, made a statement to PBS NewsHour about how streaming has changed her ability to progress as a musician by mentioning that for an 18-month period, I had 600,000 streams and I was paid $104. Music has had a history of influencing change in the world. A current example can be seen in NPR's coverage of Iraqi Kurdish pop singer Heli Love, who's described to be on a mission to stir up patriotic sentiment. Over her career, she's had a lot of news coverage because of threats that she's received from ISIS for her message. She also gained a lot of support and brought Western attention to the forefront of the war-torn northern Iraq. Social media has played a huge role in her blow-up, and a simple Facebook search of her name shows that she has over 2 million followers, with more than 10,000 likes on almost all of her posts. Unfortunately, there are a few legal and security issues that come into light with the advancement of technology in the music industry as well. TuneCore, which is an online platform for musicians to upload and sell their music, got hacked in 2015. A security breach that compromised some of the customers' personal information. TuneCore says that the hackers may have stolen names, email addresses, mailing addresses, account numbers, and passwords that were stored in protected form. This is an issue because, as mentioned previously, musicians have a huge influence with the proliferation of social media. Artists are becoming very popular very quick. In reference to Heli Love, her first single was released in 2013, and she's also already having a massive following. While the production of music has usually been within the confines of the law, this is not necessarily true for the consummation of digital media. According to the Institute of Policy Innovation, the effects of piracy on the sound recording industries in NAICS 5122 costs of the United States 46,114 jobs, and the effects of the U.S. retail distribution costs 24,496 jobs. Thus, the total loss in the United States employment that has resulted from piracy of U.S. sound recordings in 2005 was 71,000. According to research done by Cisco Visual Networking Index file sharing has steadily increased from 2008 to 2015. In conclusion, music is being listened to differently and even being produced differently. While some issues may stand today that seem to hinder musicians' ability to succeed in the industry, it's also undeniable that the coverage and accessibility has exponentially increased. Through the research provided in this paper, it seems that although technology has changed the way that music has been created and listened to, it's also creating new types of opportunities for advancements.